In 48 hours from a second major landfalling hurricane on the Gulf Coast of Florida. I'm in downtown Tampa. This is the convention center. You can see that water. It looks 10 to 12 feet down that seawall. Well, in lesser storms, we have seen all of this flood. So that's why all the people that live here are preparing for the approach of what made it to one of the strongest hurricanes on record in the Atlantic Basin.
This morning, the race to get out before explosively powerful Hurricane Milton comes in. Milton, still more than 500 miles southwest of Tampa, now a Category 4 hurricane with winds of 155 miles per hour.
This is the storm of the century.
Mass evacuations ordered, prompting bumper-to-bumper traffic on highways out of town, as the strongest hurricane in the Gulf of Mexico in nearly 2 decades takes aim at the Sunshine State.
Thousands, hundreds of thousands of cars.
Rianne Ramirez and her family of 4 driving 8 hours to leave Florida, double the time it would normally take.
It is bumper to bumper to the point where we were standstill, not moving for an hour at a time.
Hurricane hunters flying into the storm to collect critical data. Milton is expected to be knocked down by some wind shear before making landfall late Wednesday into early Thursday, but the storm surge could still be unprecedented. Tampa Bay to Sarasota to Venice could see 10 to 15 feet of ocean water pushing onto land, prompting one of the largest evacuations in years.
I'm going to go door to door myself and make the plea over the next 24 hours to get as many people as possible to leave.
But those staying put are prepping for the worst. Frantically filling sandbags, boarding up homes, stocking up, many shelves already empty.
I have a 1-year-old as of tomorrow, and my wife's expecting our second child, so we just want to take necessary precautions.
5,000 National Guard troops activated. Tropicana Field, where the Tampa Bay Rays play, turned into a staging area for relief workers. Helene left behind so much destruction less than 2 weeks ago.
It's just a little scary to protect your house because it's not just your house, it's all the houses have debris piled up as high as you can see.
Helene brought the Tampa area and its beaches record storm surge as high as 7 feet. This was Tampa General Hospital during Helene. It was protected by an aqua fence. The water nearly to the top of the fence in that 5 to 7 feet of surge. But that's only half the storm surge that's expected from Milton.
Watching the storm meteorologically yesterday was just jaw-dropping. It put on 95 miles per hour in less than 24 hours. Only 2 other storms in history have done that. So watching it just past the Yucatan now, we're still, again, hundreds of miles away from this thing, but it will close in and it's going to go quickly, especially if you are on the west coast of Florida. Let's talk about that cone. So right now, the center of it goes just south of the bay, into Bradenton almost. But remember, it can travel still, because of the cone of uncertainty is what it's called, anywhere really from Crystal River down to Fort Myers. So we're closing in on exactly where it will make that path. And that's going to matter, but I can tell you the hurricane force gusts from Cedar Key to Orlando, where we could see power outages with 100+ mile per hour winds. Lakeland, watch out for those winds. And the storm surge again, Robin, from Fort Myers at 6 to 10 feet to here 10 to 15 feet. That's stacking 3 of me and pushing that water onshore. It will move homes, it will move cars. It is going to be catastrophic. Those words, I can be very confident.